Yes, this is Brittany Devitt here again to add some additional information about my work as a scholar and training for my research project. And I think it's important to me to remember as a student that there are other stories, case studies, examples, and research out there related to this topic of motherless daughters outside of my own personal experience. So while I may default to that, since it is my primary experience and what I know as a student, though, it's very important for me to continue to expand my expertise outside of this topic by researching outside of my experience and looking for other scholars and pieces of evidence to support if there's any sort of impact on the female psyche development as a motherless daughter. So I think it's very important for me to step outside of my own experience and continue to read the research that's out there from other scholars to see any kind of patterns that they have already established or knowledge that's already existent in this field before I began to add my own contributions or my own thoughts and experiences to this already known topic. And I think it's important for me as a student to continue to research theoretical frameworks and paradigms. I haven't taken that course specifically in probably about 3 or 4 months. And so I always need to, remain fresh and current in the constructs of what it means for each theoretical framework and the different perspective and bias that can be overlaid in terms of those research structures. So just making sure that I always remain current in the research as a student. I feel that my research topic is leaning itself towards being subjective. And so just making sure that I understand that foundation and the components of subjectivism and also post-structural feminine research and how the female psyche is related to that. I do have a minor certificate in women's studies, and so feminist structure, feminist theory has always been an interest of mine. But again, I need to remain current in that as a scholar and training to make sure that I'm applying new information in the field to my current research and all of these new skills that I'm learning as a student to ask good questions, to construct my research, to have great interview questions, and again, remaining fresh in the different theoretical frameworks and the different structures that are out there. And I think it's important for me to journal throughout this process. I have always enjoyed that as a student, and I think I can apply that now in my doctoral research just to process my emotions and my attachment to my situation and the relevancy to my topic, but also to constantly keep myself in check and to journal what I'm researching, the new discoveries that I'm finding, the research that's out there, and begin to build my deck and kind of stack it to figure out how this will impact my research. And the journaling technique will also help me be able to have concrete lines between my experience and the experience of others. And I think close conversations with my peers and also professors who are relevant in this field, who have expertise, will help keep me focused and help keep my topic prioritized. And also that peer review by making sure that I'm opening myself up for feedback and knowing that, again, my experience and my knowledge is not limited to my expertise and my opinions in this and my personal experience, that there's a wealth of information out there that I need to listen to the feedback of others and listen to suggestions to others to deepen my experience and not rely on my own. Thanks.